When I was 14, my dad's friends came and visited us because we moved a couple years ago. I knew they had a son around my age, but I didn't think anything of it because the last time I saw him he was so ugly. When they came over my house, this 6'1" fine-ass man walked into my house. We're going to call him Josh. That whole night there was so much sexual tension between us. Josh's family and my family were all sitting on my couch, but then our families left to go outside. When I tell you this man was so fine I could barely contain myself. Then me and Josh started talking and we found out that we have so much in common. We talked the whole night. His family didn't have a hotel room for that night, so they stayed at my house. At like 2:30 I snapchated him to come to my room because I wanted him so bad. Then when he came to my room we watched a movie and we were cuddling. When I tell you he smelled so good. Chill. Anyways, halfway through the movie he shut the computer and I was freaking out because I was like, am I about to hook up with this fine ass boy who I haven't seen in years?
Story time about this girl who faked being Latina. So there was this girl who went to my school. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah is the queen of lies. In every subject we talk about, Sarah always, and I mean always, comes up with a lie that has to do with her life. Here's an example. What if we're talking about Tom Holland? She'd just come in and say, oh yeah, Tom Holland is my dad's friend. I met him once. You know, these types of lies. Another one is when she told everyone she's Latina. It was lunchtime in school and we were talking about where we went for the summer. Sarah tells us that she went to Spain and she started telling us on what she did there and says that she's 50% Latina. She also said that she lived in Spain for 6 years. And if there is any person who lived in Spain for 6 years, they must know how to speak Spanish. And then my friend Kayla asked her, what does good morning mean in Spanish? We all know it's buenos dias.
Story time of how I figured out that my sister was trying to kill me. So me and my sister were like best friends when we were little, but she was a very, very jealous person. So years and years go on, but her jealousy seems to start to grow. So I never really thought about it until I found out that she really wanted me dead. But throughout the years, she would do little things to get me hurt. For example, she pushed me off the top of our treehouse and I ended up breaking my arm. But every time I got hurt, my family would baby me and she would get even more mad. So at this time, we're about 16 years old, and I had to go in her room to get her laundry. And under her laundry, I found her diary, or journal, or whatever you call it. I was flipping through the pages, I found out some interesting and crazy things. Then one was named The Perfect Murder. What an original name. She had this big, huge dresser in her room. She went into a lot of detail about how she was going to kill me. But it stated that she was going to push the dresser on top of me and jump on it until I, then scream for help. I'm running out of time, like for part 2. Part 2 of I found out that my sister was trying to kill me. Continuing on with the story, after I read what I read in her diary, I decided it was best to keep it to myself. So about a month and a half later, I start to think to myself and I'm like, okay, maybe she's not actually going to do it. Y'all, I don't know why, but I was literally not scared that my sister was like about to kill me. So about 2.5 months after I read what I read in her diary, she calls me into her room and in this fakest voice ever goes, Sissy, why are you being so distant from me? I just looked at her like she was crazy. Then she goes, I know you read my diary. At that exact moment, she looked psycho. I don't know what I was thinking, but right after she said that, my reflex was to knock her out. So I knocked her out, then I stomped on her head. I called my mom into the room and read her the diary, or whatever the heck my sister put in there. Mind you, while I'm reading my mom this diary, she's still knocked out on the floor. My mom then continues to say she's going to put her in a mental hospital. So to this day, my sister's in a mental hospital, and if you're listening to this and you ever get out, please don't kill me. I'm actually living an amazing life right now.
Once my brother was playing Minecraft. An hour later he told me that he got a Minecraft girlfriend. I was surprised because I got a Minecraft boyfriend that day too. I was happy for him. My brother kept chatting with his girlfriend and I kept chatting with my boyfriend. We were chatting with them for days and days. Me and my boyfriend would make out in Minecraft. Smirking face. A few days later my mom told my brother to stop playing Minecraft because he was failing every class. Even English, literally the language he speaks. But I noticed that ever since my brother stopped playing, my boyfriend stopped playing too. I thought it was a coincidence, so I didn't think much of it. My boyfriend didn't play for over a month, so I decided to just cheat on him. But then he joined me and he saw me cheat. We got in a huge fight and I blocked him. But then I heard my brother crying in his room saying he broke up with his Minecraft girlfriend. I told him I broke up with my Minecraft boyfriend too. That was the moment I realized I was dating my own brother. What the fuck? It made me and my brother so sick to the point where we got COVID. Anyway, me and my brother haven't talked ever since. Oh, and I didn't know my brother knew that much about WAP.
I feel glorious. Katie. to do that?
Mum says you have to.
Yeah. Mum!
What is it?
Well, basically, Lucy said if I could clean our room. Is that true?
Lucy Edwards!
Oh my... Mum's right there, you know.
Well, she just hit me!
My poor eardrums.
Shut up, Katie! Girls! Katie Edwards!
We started to make out and one thing led to another. Both of our clothes were off, but we had to stop because we didn't have protection and I was not getting pregnant at 14. But that didn't stop me. I gave him some of that Gluck Gluck 3000. When I saw his PP, my eyes went right open because this man had the biggest PP. I could barely fit it into my mouth. Then when he finished, he left my room, and then the next morning we went to the beach and we took a nice walk, all romantic and shit. When we came back to my house about an hour or so past, him and his family went to the store and he had gotten protection so we can do it. That night his parents and my parents went out to dinner together and left us together at my house. And I was like to my parents, how stupid can you be to leave two horny teenagers alone in a house together? When our parents left, we bolted to my room and immediately started making out. When I tell you that D felt so good. Chill. Anyways, when we were done we took a shower and did it again. So that's basically it. We would end up doing it every night for the time he was here, girl. When I was at the age of 7 or younger, my grandparents and I would go to my uncle's house to stay for the summer. My cousin and I were so horny that we would do the dirty in their bathroom 24/6 because we took the Sundays off. He would do these steps very carefully, make sure that only one adult was at home, get me into the bathroom to show me something, and he would proceed to talk to me so that whoever was there wasn't suspicious of anything. Close the door, turn off the lights, and I would finally go down on him and he would eat me out like the bastard he was. That shit felt so good. I felt like a demon was doing it to me. He would give me hickeys on my chest, on my grinning cat face, and places I wouldn't even imagine. He would prop me up on the sink, walls, and on the toilet, and we would just go crazy. When his parents came back, we heard them come through the front door, and so we would quickly put our clothes back on and walk out like nothing happened. Once we walked out and my grandpa snitched on us because he heard me moaning, face with rolling eyes. He's dead now, but fuck him, he could never mind his own business. But now me and my cousin don't talk no more because of how awkward it was. Just looking at each other makes us wanna puke. Our parents took us to this really fancy restaurant for my birthday and I was so excited. Anyways, as we were looking through the menu to order something, my mom gasps like she's seeing a fucking ghost. What? Mommy dear, are you alright? She whispered. Look at the price, OMG. I see my mom whisper something to my brother and sister and gives my brother a ring. Man, I was confused as a fucking rock, but I didn't think anything of it. So she sees the waiter and says go. I'm literally sitting with a fucking frown on my face, and then my fucking brother gets on his knees and fucking proposed to my sister while everyone was staring at us like we're fucking aliens from Area 51. And to make matters worse, she said yeah, I'm literally staring at them, fucking processing all this shit. The manager came and congratulated us and told us we didn't have to pay for anything, which meant we got free food. My family started cheering like, bitch shut up. He calls me to his office and said we can only get free food if I have an affair with him. I didn't want to disappoint my family, but I didn't mind because he was hot. So we started making out and things escalated to us having the dirty, and he was so fucking good at it. So after that I went to my family and had a normal dinner. We were finished getting ready to leave and then the manager hands me a piece of paper with his number on it. So I was about to go off on my family for literally approving my brother and sister's engagement, but my mom said it was just for free food. Bitch what? I was fucking speechless, but you know what they say. Work harder, not smarter. I had a few affairs with the men.
Part 3 about the guy who pretended to be gay to get closer to all the girls. So like I said, we got to school and everybody's just looking at us. And all of a sudden we get tagged in this Instagram account. And there's a video of all 5 of us doing the nasty in my bedroom. There's pictures of me and my friends getting undressed. And there's a screenshot of the FaceTime where we all showed our boobs. And under the post, he was exposing a bunch of shit about us. And my one best friend was literally crying so hard because everybody now knew that she was born with like both parts. And also after gym class, we would just tell him to come in the locker room, and the teacher didn't care because he was gay. So there were also a bunch of pictures of other girls on there too. I'm not even going to talk about the legal trouble, but my parents made me move schools because they cared about my image and they didn't want me hanging out with any of those friends anymore. He got expelled. The teacher got fired for that bullshit. So that just ruined having a gay best friend for me. Oh, also my parents saw me have a threesome in my bedroom.
I have a poo-pee inside my diaper. Mommy, come clean it up. It's so uncomfortable. It isn't fun to sit in your own pile of shit. It's so disgusting, self-defecating. Mommy, come wipe me. I feel so dirty.
When you were my baby, started when we were young, my head. When you